What's up everyone, welcome back. So I have been making videos for quite some time and I often get questions either on my Facebook or Instagram, and 90% of the time what I have noticed is a lot of gardeners are not pre-planning things well in advance, and due to which a lot of times their plants tend to die. Now what exactly is this pre-planning? Now guys, what I have noticed is people tend to buy plants, they have ordered plants online, and once the plants come, that is when they start to run around and collect stuff. Like for example, some people buy plants and then they realize once the plants have reached home, they realize that they don't have the soil mix or they don't have the pots, and then they start running around for them. Or let's say in another scenario, the person has soil as well as pots, but they haven't made anything ready. Once the plants come in, they start to set up things. Now let's say they have received the plant, they had the soil and the pots, they have filled in the soil, they planted the plant, but now when they tend to water it, the soil is not well draining. So now what they do is they take out the plant and they make the soil mix well draining, because in the last pot the water was getting pooled up in the pot. Now of course that is not a right thing to do, because every plant requires well draining soil. So now that they have taken out the plant, they have made another mix and they planted the plant once again, but this time the soil is well draining, but after a couple of days the soil is getting compact again, which is not very good for plants. So now again you take out the plant. So this entire process, you are damaging the plant. So what I tend to do is I pre-plan things well in advance. I have 4 of the plants that are about to come. They have not been dispatched yet, but I've already made things ready. I have 4 plants coming in. I have already prepared the pots with soil. I have watered them as well. Apart from that, I always have a bulk amount of soil that I prepare and keep it aside. As you can see on the screen, this is almost 2 months old soil that I have prepared, and time and again I tend to boost it with some compost tea, as you can see in this video, because this soil mix is only garden soil, cocoa peat and sand. It is well draining, but there is not much of nutrients. So in order to increase the amount of microorganisms and to boost the soil, I tend to rejuvenate it with the compost tea. I mix it again and I keep it aside. So in this way I have things in bulk handy. I have pots as well, I have sand as well. So all of these things are pre-planned, and because I'm going to get new plants, so I already have prepared 4 pots and kept aside. So whenever the plants come, I can take the plant and plant it in, and I know that the soil is not going to get compact. It is well draining because I've watered it already, and you'll be able to see how quickly the water starts to drain out, as you can see. And this was the old soil. You can see how loose and porous it is. So this is how the soil has to be. So I have planned everything well in advance. Now whenever the plants come, all I have to do is just plant them into the soil and let them settle, because once the plants come, they have come through a long transit. They have already been in a dark box. We do not want to stress them even more, because once they come, just plant them in the soil and keep them aside. It's not that after planting you pull them out, then you put them back again, then you pull them out, or you temporarily keep them in another pot and then pull them out and put them in this pot. During this entire process, the plant might either go into a shock, or the plant will start to melt, or the roots will get damaged. So rather than doing all of this stuff, pre-plan things well in advance, and this is going to make your gardening very, very easy. Now gardening is an hobby to help you release your stress, to calm you down. But if you're not going to pre-plan things and then you're going to mess it up at the last minute, if you're going to run around, it is going to become a very chaotic hobby, and that is not something that you want. So whenever you are buying plants, I know the excitement of buying new plants, but you also need to have that same type of excitement when you are repotting them, when you are getting the plants, when you open up the box, the excitement that you have. But that excitement should not go down when you're about to run around searching for pots or soil. So ensure you plan and keep things ready. It is going to be extremely easy for you to garden. So guys, that's it for today. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe and keep planting.